get things going, folks. Give me a second to make sure this is working because I might have to restart the encoder. I will know in 1 second. I think it's working. You guys just let me know if we got sound. Are we good?
Phone disconnected.
I think yeah, we're good. Alright guys, we're way west, way farther west than normal. I think today's a bust. We'll talk about why in a minute. I think we've got a bust. Which is unfortunate because it cost me like $200 to come out here. Now it's like crap. Go figure. Anyway, we'll get on with that here in a second. We'll discuss why. Things are just not coming together as planned. Perfect example of why the HRRR is a piece of junk. Yeah, signal's going to be a little rough, folks. This is very rural out here. So we're going west on I-40, and folks, if you want the full explanation, you can go ahead and back this up here if we need to, if you're just joining. But we're going west on I-40. We're west of Santa Rosa, between Santa Rosa and Albuquerque. Live in the Radar Omega app if you would like to take a peek at that. And there's some storms, some clusters of storms all over, basically just south, like 20 miles south of I-40, all the way from Santa Rosa and Vaughn back to Albuquerque. And they're all just showers. That's what you're looking at right now. They're all just showers. There's nothing happening with them. There's one severe thunderstorm warning south of Albuquerque on I-25. That is heading toward Willard, which is like southwest of Encino. We may end up going toward Encino, so we may end up dropping south off of I-40. But I think it's a bust. Because what I was expecting to happen was these storms that were kind of popping up before this cluster came out of Albuquerque. I was expecting these to start taking off, and they're not. In fact, they're struggling worse and worse every time I look at them. We're at that time of the day with heating and everything, and these should be mature enough that they should at least be sustaining themselves, but they're not. They're dying. Or not even sustaining themselves. I don't know if I would say dying, but they're definitely not sustaining themselves. So I think we might be looking at a bust, which is really one of those kick-in-the-face moments when you're out here doing this, because you drive so much and put so much gas in the tank, and it's just crap. But it is what it is. I'm going to see if we can make anything of it. Our severe warned storm, again, is south of Albuquerque, moving east. I think this entire cluster is going to have a little bit of a tendency to move a little bit northeast. Maybe not completely northeast, but I think it's overall, it's probably going to want to pull just a little bit toward I-40. I think our most favorable area here for storms is going to be along and very close to I-40, which is where we are now. With that said, we have a way better severe weather risk tomorrow. Talk about that for a second. I thought we were going to be in northern Texas Panhandle, but now it actually looks like we're going to be down there by Lubbock. It looks like that risk is going to be more down by Lubbock tomorrow. There's morning convection that the 18Z HRRR model brings in, and it brings in a lot of morning convection. That'll probably send an outflow boundary, leave a cold pool, and leave some stable air behind in the morning. And that's going to mean that that stuff's really going to take a long time to destabilize, and it might not destabilize. So I think our main risk is going to be down by Lubbock, which is fine. I'll go back to Amarillo for tonight. It's no big deal. I think tomorrow is actually a better day. But I'm watching these showers and these updrafts that are starting to go up south of I-40. We may want to take off on one of them here. Maybe. But just understand, folks, that I don't go into these having a plan. I mean, I do, but I don't. You know, the weather is unpredictable. I don't care what anybody says. The weather is not fully predictable. We could have one of these showers turn into a severe thunderstorm before you know it, or they could just all crap out. One thing I will note is there was a severe thunderstorm basically over I-40 on the east side of Albuquerque, but it's not severe anymore. It's kind of trash. It's dying. So that makes me wonder if this stuff farther to the west is dying. So maybe that's only going to leave this stuff that we're looking at right now on screen in play. If it does, that's fine. But that honestly might be what happens. Your guess is as good as mine, folks. All right.
Do a search warrant on the list.
If anything takes off that's not, like if we're stuck with that severe warning south of Albuquerque, if we're stuck with that and we got to catch it somewhere down there by Encino, fine, whatever. But if that's what we're stuck with, it's going to be a little while, because it's going to take probably an hour and 15 minutes to get to Willard, and honestly it would probably take us probably an hour to get to Encino. We could probably catch that storm in an hour and a half if we have to. But what I think is going to start taking off is this little storm. If you're looking at Radar Omega, there's a little shower that's west of Encino. I think that might be our target, maybe. I think that's what you're looking at on camera right now. That one, I got a feeling that might take off. I don't have a whole lot of a reasoning behind it, but I think that might be the one that takes off. You know, don't take that as any sort of guarantee, though. These storms are just kind of anemic. Like, they have no balls. But what I'm noticing, if you look at Radar Omega, folks, on the Albuquerque radar site, that storm that I was just talking about, that's just west of Encino, that little shower, that's surviving, where the ones that are east of Encino seem to be having a little bit of a problem. That might have found a little bit better of a pocket of instability. That might be our storm, or that might become our storm. And that actually, I'm pretty sure that's what we're looking at over here. Nice little updraft base, rain core. Not expecting tornadoes today. Not expecting tornadoes. We're looking at more of a high-based, really pretty storm risk. We might have some really photogenic storms. Guys, I have seen some of the prettiest storms that I've ever seen in New Mexico. This is by far one of my favorite places to chase. But I think that over there might be our target storm. Or storm shower, cell, piece of junk, whatever. But listen, like what's special about New Mexico is not the storms. It's the fact that you've got really pretty storms that occur in a really pretty landscape that a lot of people underestimate. A lot of people are just like, oh, I don't want to chase New Mexico. It's stupid. No, it's really not. Because if you want to take a pretty photo or have a really nice memory of a storm, it's not a storm that's out over, you know, New Orleans or Jackson, Mississippi, where it just sucks and it's all urban. That's not it. You know, some of these adrenaline people that all they want to see is houses get destroyed and shit, they like that stuff. I don't like that stuff. I want to see something really pretty out here so we can have a memory of it. I went in Lightroom and looked at some photos, and I actually shared it on Facebook if you want to see one of my favorite pictures that I've ever taken from New Mexico. It was between here and Raton, and it was really, it was cool. It was in like a little mountain valley, and there was a crappy shitty barn with a really pretty super sun. It was really neat. And this is the kind of landscape that you don't see in a lot of places, especially you folks that have never been west of the Rockies or west of I-35 in your life. Like, it is a different landscape. We're kind of in this high desert. We're over a mile high out here. You know, we're at like 5,400 feet. Very high terrain, desert terrain. And with that high terrain comes a very different landscape. And the thing is that we're dealing with right now, the temperature is cooling a little bit, which might make these bases come down some, and we might end up with a better looking storm. So we need to get the gap between the temperature and the dew point to be smaller, and that'll give us a storm that has a lower base. It means it's a little closer to the ground. What you're looking at over there it's really high based. If that base comes down maybe another kilometer or two, I mean, that's probably I don't know, maybe a 5-kilometer high base on that damn thing. If we could get that base to come down another kilometer or so in the atmosphere, we're going to see much more definition, much more of a piece of that updraft, and we're going to see a lot of this storm. There's just going to be more to see. It'll make for a better photo. But I will tell you that these low risk days out here are sometimes the best chase days out of the whole year. And you've really got to work to get these. Like, it's a needle in a haystack. Like, you have to come out here and commit to a garbage rain shower and just stick with it. That's why I know it's time to jump on these. Like, a lot of times I'm like, maybe we shouldn't jump on these. It's like, no, I'm jumping on these because I've dealt with this before. You know, you need to be on these things when they start because you get some really, really nice photo opportunities. Plus, the farther west we get and the higher the terrain, like where these are now, the easier it's going to be to get a tornado if that does happen because we've got that higher terrain, so we need less of a dew point. Now, if I look back at the Clovis radar site, the storms due south of me over Vaughn, those are taking off some. Those are taking off, so I'm acknowledging that. We may turn around. We might turn around, but I don't know for sure. For right now, I am okay with committing west for now. We got plenty of time. There's a south option back there if we need it. I think the Clovis radar site is probably the most appropriate one to use right now. Good question, though. By Vaughn is getting my attention. It's starting to show some lightning coming up on radar Omega. That means that these storms might actually be intensifying a little bit if they're showing some lightning activity. Oh, I just saw a flash up ahead. Oh, another one. Okay. Honestly, folks, what's going to be my deciding factor with these is going to be which storm actually starts producing lightning. Whichever one of these starts producing lightning, I'm probably going to commit to because that's going to be the stronger storm. These are garbage right now. They're absolute trash. But our key indicators here are going to be lightning. When these start producing lightning out here, that's when we know that one's probably got a stronger updraft, is a little more chaotic. It's got more going on, more kinetic energy, static electricity buildup, stuff like that. So watching for an uptick in lightning. And that one down by Vaughn is showing some lightning, cloud-to-ground lightning strikes. The one out ahead of us is not. This one out ahead of us is actually about to encounter the road. So we may be going for the Vaughn storm. But regardless, this is a pretty looking storm. I actually wouldn't be upset if we could find a spot to pull off for a minute. There's a turnaround in like 4 miles. But you have to appreciate sights like this. Very pretty out here. Way better in person, trust me. But right now, I don't have any severe thunderstorm watches. I don't have any severe thunderstorm warnings on these. But I'm really liking the Vaughn storm. I'm also liking this one. You see all the definition we can see in there now? That's really pretty. Really nice looking storm. But you can just tell the difference in the terrain out here. Like, instead of a bunch of grass and stuff, we've got dead grass and shrubby little trees. This is high desert terrain. It is absolutely desert. Very sandy. I don't even know if we've live streamed this far west. We might not have ever on I-40. I know we've been farther west in Colorado, and like California. But I don't think I've ever live streamed this far west on I-40. I could be wrong, though. Oh, that was a turnaround. Shit. Well, I guess I could have made it. Oh well. I may turn around for the Vaughn stuff, guys. Regardless, we're going to have to probably turn around and go back east, because this storm's going into a road hole, and we need to go back east to have a north or south option, which is fine. We've only got like 1 mile here. Yeah, 1 mile to our turnaround, so that's fine. Yeah, we're gonna flip around. I do like the Vaughn storm.
Go ahead. Jeffrey, call valid negative check. Break 282, go ahead.
Alright, yeah, we're gonna take off toward that Vaughn storm. It's probably gonna be the Vaughn storm or no storm. Let's look behind us.
East, I'm going after this stuff that's south of Santa Rosa.
Yeah, I'm liking that stuff coming out of Vaughn. Yeah, we're gonna go east, folks, toward our... I think our target storm is that stuff down there by Vaughn. I'll have to decide if we're gonna drop south or just go east and get on 84. I don't know yet. I haven't thought that far ahead. We'll see how it looks in a minute or two once we get up here. So, as soon as we get out of this raid, we'll go forward facing again. But I like that down by Vaughn. It's not moving very fast. It's really not doing a lot, which has me concerned because it's really not maturing. It's not doing anything. But it hasn't died yet. It gives me a little bit of hope for it. Yeah, these out here, these showers, if they do turn into anything, I think it's going to be really, really disorganized. That Vaughn, it's not a storm. It doesn't have any lightning in it anymore. It's just a heavy rain shower. That Vaughn shower is a little more isolated. I think that's got a better shot at doing something, like literally anything. I'm saying it's probably going to be the one south or just south of or southeast of Vaughn. It's going to cross Highway 84 southeast of Santa Rosa in like an hour. So we got to determine if we want to go to Santa Rosa and southeast on 84, or if we want to go east on 40, or what we want to do here. I'm not 100% sure on this yet. But again, we will determine that as we move along here. just haven't thought that far ahead yet. Yeah, Joseph is correct. So the tornado risk, if it happens, which it's, I mean, like, let's be realistic, guys, it ain't gonna happen. But if it were to happen, would have to be probably farther east, closer to the Texas border. I do agree on that for sure. And we got a truck going 20 under the speed limit in the left lane, so we got that going for us. Come on, man, really? Hello, we're here. Are you effing kidding me? Really? 59 miles an hour in a posted 75? You gotta be kidding me, dude. There's not a soul in front of them either. Good lord. God dang. What the heck are these people thinking?
Yeah, look at Mr. Goodwill.
I don't have a visual on that storm. I thought by now we'd be seeing the tops of the storm. Let me spin the roof camera around here. I'm surprised we're not seeing that other storm. Oh, that's cool. Hold on here. Let's just take a look off to the north. That looks pretty. Alright, I'll spin you around. If we look south, we should see that other storm, but we don't. I think we got too many low-lying clouds. So that's due south, right? That right there is about due south. And right about there is where that storm should be. And I think you can kind of see it, but I think we got those low-lying clouds in the way. We got another truck up here doing like 60 miles an hour in the 75. What are we doing, man? Seriously, like, what's going on here? Like, why are you in the left lane doing 15 under the speed limit when there's nobody in the right lane? And it's funny because this guy's got a sticker on his trailer that says, "Do not pass on the right." Well, buddy, everybody's going to pass you on the right when you're in the left freaking lane going 15 miles an hour under the speed limit with nobody in the right lane. Duh. That's probably why he had to put that sticker back there. He's wondering, God, why are all these cars passing me on the right? Well, it's probably why. Just saying. Yeah, there's a mesoscale discussion out saying they might issue a severe thunderstorm watch. I'm not really... I honestly don't think they're gonna. Oh, is he gonna switch? Nope, he's gonna stomp on his brakes even. Are you freaking kidding me? So what I like to do when this happens, I like to put my left tires right on the rumble strips. Yep, look at that, he moved over. See? And then they only see half the car, and all they see in their left mirror is a black Ford Explorer with a bunch of lights on it, and then they're like, oh shit. Yeah, move, thank you. Like, me and the 30 cars behind me would like to go more than 62 miles per hour in the posted 75, because you're not passing anybody. Cripes. Don't get me wrong, I get it. Your truck only goes so fast, but there's nobody in the right lane, and you have a bumper sticker that says, "Do not pass on the right." And it's like, well, you're kind of a hypocrite, because everybody passes you on the right, buddy, because you're always in the left lane, and there's nobody in the right lane, so they're trying to get around you. It's probably why he has to have the sticker. Like, this guy's probably goes home at night, complains to his wife or husband, whatever he's got, and he's probably like, oh, God damn it. Dumbasses keep passing me on the right. Well, That's why they're passing you on the right. So his wife or husband probably got him a sticker that said, do not pass on the right, to make him feel better. Well, come to find out, the root cause of cars passing him on the right is the fact that he's planted in the left lane 24/7, doing 55 to 65 miles per hour in a posted 75. That would explain why people pass him on the right. It's food for thought there. I'm not exactly sure if that's how it went down, but I have a feeling that's probably how it went down. Really pretty sky there to the south. Not too bad.
Line 2012 Ford Fusion, valid and negative check.
If we can get through some of these low-lying clouds, that storm is only like 20 miles to our south. We should start to see the cumulus tower, or the updraft tower. Yeah, it's 20.07 miles away. We basically due south of us. I just don't know why we can't see it. I think it's these low-lying clouds. And actually, you know what, guys? I think this might be it. Right there. See that cumulus tower sticking up? That might be it. Honestly, 84 to the southeast of Santa Rosa probably is going to be the best bet.
I'm up 841.
Yeah, I think that's our storm. You can kind of maybe make out that updraft base a little bit. Or the bottom of the storm right in that circle area there. I think that's our storm. Maybe. But thanks for joining, folks. I don't know. Today might be super boring, or it might be really interesting. We're not going to know yet for a little bit. Got to get on this storm. But it is just nice to be out here regardless. So I love New Mexico. It's kind of like old Mexico, but I'm not even going to go any farther with that. Somebody's going to cancel me. I think that is the base of our storm down there. Once we get a little farther south, I think this is going to be a really pretty storm, guys. Just hold tight. It's been a long time since I've been on I-40 in New Mexico, though. I was not west of Tucumcari, anyway. I have not been west of Tucumcari on I-40 in New Mexico for at least 2 years. Was not at all last year. I think we were in 2023. I think. Maybe not. We were in 2022, though. But it's been a while since we've been out here. Like, I don't recognize any of those. We'll look a little bit forward facing for a minute. What I do... Really? Get off your phone, dude. No wonder you're going 40 miles an hour under the speed limit. Jesus. What I do like about this storm is that it is somewhat isolated. It doesn't have really anything else around it that's going to compete for the atmosphere. So, like, if you've got clusters of storms, you know, that energy, that instability is going to get used up by all those storms instead of just one. So I like that we've got kind of a, not necessarily an isolated storm because it's not even much of a storm, but we've got something that could be pretty nice looking here.
In service now. Put up my zone analysis. Get an idea what's going on here.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it too much. Like, nothing's happening, and it's probably going to be that way for a while.
I hope we don't have a lot of instability or shear, but we have a pretty shower going up, so. But...
Alright, yeah, I'll give it a look. Looks like a pretty good structure.
Yeah, I got a feeling we're going to see some pretty stuff today.
Alright, guys, I think we should go down 84. So I just need to find what exit that's... Alright, so we'll keep going. We'll go down 84. How's that sound? Where the hell? Where's my microphone? Oh, there it is. I found it. I clipped it somewhere else. I'm like, where the hell did it go? We got like 4 miles to the highway. So we don't want to take 54. That's going to go to Vaughn. We want to go southeast out of here. We want to take 84.
Set up his screaming man spouts.
That's not a bad shot right there. Is this my exit? No. Next one. I want to get off at the Loves. Yeah, we'll get off at this exit. This does go into a little bit of a road hole, but it's not, we'll figure it out, we'll work it out. Yeah, 84 toward Fort Sumner. Yeah, that'll work. I wonder if I should top off on gas. We probably should top off on gas because we're kind of out here in the middle of nowhere. And there's not exactly gas stations every 3 feet. And if there are, they're usually really expensive. Like it's $2.75 at this Love's, and if we find something down the road, it very well could be $3 something, you know. We'll just get fuel as fast as possible. We're going the wrong way, but I need to get in here. All right. Okay, this will only take like a second, because I'm not even gonna fill the tank. I just want to get going. We need to get some fuel in though. I'm gonna clean the windshield quick because it looks terrible. If I can find my sponge. Oh shit, where did it go? Okay, we're good. Our storm still kind of looks like crap. We'll see if that changes.
Mod up board, 2019 Subaru, valid, negative check.
Pretty view up here. Alright, I think this is 84, so we'll want to go left. Come on, truck. You've got nobody coming. Nobody's coming. You can make your right-hand turn. What are you doing? There you go. You got it. Excellent. Good job. Alright, now we can get going. Yeah, we'll go down 84 and see what it's like. We'll get a view on this thing before too long. None of these are doing a whole lot just yet. Really watching this one as it moves to the east and northeast. Just because it's not doing a lot right now doesn't mean that's not going to change. Rough road. Yeah, welcome to New Mexico. Starting to get our first glimpse of this thing. Check this out. Hold on, there's a guy standing like in the road. Dude, get out of the... Jesus. Wow, I don't know what that was for. He just like threw his hands up at me. Like, I don't know what your problem is, dude. I'm driving down the road. Cripes. Jesus. Some people's kids. Damn. There's our storm. Very high based, which, you know, we would expect. The angle of the sun is kind of blowing this out. Like, it's hard to get a good view right now because of that sun. As soon as we get maybe a few miles south, it'll look a little better. Can't see much detail on the right side. Definitely not a terrible looking storm. Not by any means. Now we're getting a better view. This isn't terrible. This isn't terrible at all. It's actually kind of pretty.
I got a return on Daniel, just up the Worcester, showing valid and invalid. Showing license, valid, negative connect.
That's, oh man, that's not bad looking at all. If I could find a little ranch road to pull off on, I would. I just don't want that tour van back there in my shot. I just want a nice clean shot. That right there might be my spot. Yeah, right here, past the power line. Yeah, this is the shot right here. Nice. Let me get a time-lapse camera going on this here. Give me a second.
Mute off.
Mute off.
Video, photo, video, super night, subject tracking, slow motion, time lapse.
Jesus. 5 freaking options there. Alright. I'm going to go and place this camera, which is on this nice little, I'll hold it up in front of this, on this nice little clamp somewhere over here, and hopefully not get bit by a snake. I actually started carrying snake shot, like 9mm snake shot. It's literally like shotgun BB pellets in a 9mm bullet. I actually like nature and snakes and shit. I think they're cool. But if I ever get in a spot where I literally have a magazine full of these, where like I'm getting attacked by some freaking rattlesnake, freaking python, whatever the hell, I'm not doing that. Oh, damn, there's a freaking little shrubby, nasty looking tree in my way that I don't want in the shot. Pick a different post. This one right here. So the nice thing about this clamp is I can really get this right where I want it. We'll just let that time lapse roll, I guess. God damn it, I just got bit by something. Son of a gun. The thing is, though, that time lapse is probably going to get screwed up because it's probably about to start raining on it. And it'll have a bunch of water on the lens. So we might have to just give up on that. I mean, this thing's not terrible looking. Hopefully that time lapse doesn't get ruined by raindrops on the lens. I almost need a little lens hood for that. Maybe I need to see if there's a way I can make a lens hood. It's got a polarizer on it, but that don't help with raindrops. Just some rain under there. That's about it. I don't see anything real, even on radar. I don't see this doing a whole lot, which is all right. So the mesoscale discussion just says an evolving cluster of storms may continue to pose a risk for severe hail or marginally severe hail and wind, while spreading east of the higher mountain terrain over the next few hours. Potential to become better organized along with an increasing risk of severe weather as it approaches the Texas border in the vicinity of 7 to 9 p.m. Mountain Time. Not a whole lot of info there. This thing hasn't really done much, has it? It's gotten a little closer. You can see the rain under there. Sheets of rain. It's very, very slow. The radar algorithm has it moving east at 30 or northeast at 36 miles an hour. I don't think it's moving that fast. I really don't. Oh, we just got thunder. Now it's a thunderstorm. I don't know. It's pretty, even if nothing happens out of it. But I wouldn't be surprised if this thing starts maybe producing some small hail. I think it's slowly organizing, slowly strengthening. Yeah, this is kind of the only storm in the ballpark here, too. Well, this is absolutely taking its time, isn't it? Might be able to get a decent photo of this now, maybe. Let me jump out and see. It's not super photogenic. It's kind of crap. There's like a freaking cloud of mosquitoes in front of the car. No thank you. This thing's obviously coming at us because I gotta turn the camera a bit.
to Delhi 40 on 150.
Finally, some thunder. Something is happening. Boy, this thing just looks pretty pitiful on radar. Alright, so we've got thunder happening a little bit more now. Radar is starting to indicate that we may have a, I don't want to call it a hail core, but a more dense core on this thing starting to form. I think the game plan is probably going to be go back to Santa Rosa and then east on 156. There's really no road. We probably need to bail and go east, or we're going to lose this thing. I really don't want to run down there and get that camera. Dude, I cannot get bit by insects. I have an extreme allergic reaction to anything that bites me. I don't know why. Like, anything that bites me, I have a major, extreme allergic reaction. I cannot get freaking bit. Well, this is going to be fun. I got long sleeves on, so wish me luck. God, I freaking hate mosquitoes. I hate freaking flying insects. I just hate them all. Any flying insect that bites, I hate it. So the reason we're going to go back north is because we don't have a road option that goes the way we need it to go. Our only road option that goes east, which is the direction the storm is moving, is north. It's north of here. So we got to go 8 miles north and then get on 156 and go east, and that'll put us back in front of it. Going north to get on 156 for an east route.
I've been looking at that for about 20 minutes now, debating on it.
Alright guys, we'll go that way. So we'll take 156. I think that, does that go through house? That's a really pretty route, if I remember right. Yeah, we're gonna be in for some really
pulse up hard.
We're gonna be in for some really pretty scenery. I'm actually a little excited. So what I'm fighting with right now, I'm trying to get a telehealth, like a virtual visit with a doctor, because I need a doctor badly. I'm not doing any of this personal info stuff because people really don't
I do think this is the best looking storm, though, without a doubt.
But I'm allergic to something I touched, and I have a terrible rash, like on the front of my body and like my arms, and it is the worst thing I've experienced in a long time.
Intensifying now.
And I need something, prescription, something to like take care of it. And I paid my...
The hellcore on this thing that just popped up out of nowhere?
I paid like $29.99 for this for one of the urgent care clinics back home to do a telehealth thing. Well, while we were sitting on the road back there, they had the balls to message me and be like, oh, well, we're going to do our visit right now. And I'm like, no, I signed up for this visit like an hour and a half ago, closer to 2 hours ago, and you never responded or anything. And they're like, okay, well, it's non-refundable. So I messaged back like, the hell it's not refundable. It said wait time of 5 to 15 minutes. It's been 2 hours. That's not my problem. So now I got to fight with this stupid-ass hospital. I hate hospitals. I used to work for a hospital. They are a effing scam. I hate hospitals. I hate them. It's not the people that work there, it's the admin and the corporate greed that goes around these places. It is terrible. I was talking over you, but yeah, I heard you. Yeah, we definitely got to get in front of this thing. I'm so sick and tired.
I think we got plenty of time. I'm not sure how far east I want to push it.
I am
right
so
now.
sick and tired of being a freaking sock puppet to these goddamn corporate greedy assholes. It's just ridiculous. I hate it. Freaking hospitals suck.
I may even jump back on 40 and try to split the difference between Santa Rosa and Tucumcari and just see what happens. See what it looks like over there.
Alright guys, we're gonna go east on 156 up here. And we're stuck behind Slowpoke Sally up here.
Valid, negative.
Oh, for Pete's sakes, what are we doing up here? There's gotta be a passing zone up here somewhere. Well, once we get up here to Santa Rosa, we will go east. Which isn't really a big deal. We're almost there. See a pretty storm off to our... Look at that, guys. That's off to our west. That's that complex of storms that's coming across. That is pretty. That's not our storm. That's the other ones. What a shot. Almost to town. I think it's right over the hill. That'll be our east route. Yep, that's how you know you're on the right storm, when you're going 20 miles an hour, not even kidding, under the speed limit. Means you're on the right one. Storm's even got a lowered rain-free base under it over there. Yeah, we need to keep an eye on that one. Just severe warned hour storm. Severe thunderstorm warning, 1-inch hail, 60 mile an hour winds. East at 20, or northeast at 25.
The National Weather Service.
Well, the legend Tim Marshall just passed us headed south.
North Central
That sounds like a terrible idea.
East Central New Mexico, East central Guadalupe County in east central New Mexico.
I mean, I don't know if you saw his truck or not. I think he's equipped to be okay in the hail.
Mountain Daylight Time.
Well,
A
I
severe
know, but
thunderstorm was
they ain't gonna catch
located
back
8
up to
miles
it.
southeast of Puerto de Luna, or 15
No, I don't think
miles
so either.
southeast of Santa
That's
Rosa.
kind of why I was ready to pull off.
25 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour.
There's a
wind
wall
gusts
cloud on
and
the rain shower
quarter-size
out to
hail.
our west. I'm not even joking.
Source, radar indicated.
No,
Impact.
me and Kayla have seriously been talking about that and looking at it ever since we started back north.
Damage to roofs, siding, and trees.
Like, what the hell?
Locations
Maybe this one looks just as good, too, I'd imagine, because that one over there does look like trash.
And east central Guadalupe counties. This storm will cross United States Highway
There's just, I mean,
84.
there's a lot of mess over there.
Inside a well-built structure and stay away from windows. This storm is capable of producing damaging winds and large hail. Accumulations of small hail on roads can create very slick and hazardous driving conditions. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued until 6:30 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time for the following county: Guadalupe, New Mexico. The National Weather Service in Albuquerque has issued a flash flood warning for the Hermit's Peak and Calf Canyon burn scar in northwestern San Miguel County in northeastern New Mexico until 8:30 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. At 5:24 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, Doppler radar indicated thunderstorms producing heavy rain over the Hermit's Peak and Calf Canyon burn scar. Up to 0.5 inches of rain will move across southern portions of the burn scar. Flash flooding is ongoing or expected to begin
Wow,
shortly.
explosive development on that
Excessive
storm. Look at
rainfall
it.
over the burn scar will impact
Holy
the
smokes.
Tetrabody Creek and Gallinas River drainage areas. The debris flow can consist of rock, mud, vegetation, and other loose materials. Hazard, life-threatening flash flooding. Thunderstorms producing flash flooding in and around the Hermit's Peak and Calf Canyon burn scar. Source, radar indicated. Impact, life-threatening flash flooding of areas in and around the Hermit's Peak and Calf Canyon burn scar. Some locations that will experience flash flooding include El Porvenir, Montezuma, Sopao, Tierra Monte, Gallinas, Mineral Hill, Rosiana, Manuelitas, and San Geronimo. This includes the following highways: State Road 94 between mile markers 1 and 9. State Road 518 between mile markers 10 and 16. State Road 283 between mile markers 7 and 12 and near mile marker 14. State Road 276 between mile marker 0 and 5. State Road 266 between mile marker 0 and 6. State Road 65 between mile markers 1 and 14. State Road 105 between mile markers 0 and 6. Cunningham Road, Cinder Road, and Campus Drive along the Gallinas River will be more susceptible to flooding this evening. This is a life-threatening situation. Heavy rainfall will cause extensive and severe flash flooding of creeks, streams, and ditches in the Hermit's Peak and Calf Canyon burn scar. Severe debris flows can also be anticipated across roads. Roads and driveways may be washed away in places. If you encounter flood waters, climb to safety. Be aware of your surroundings and do not drive on flooded roads. Repeating, a flash flood warning has been issued until 8:30 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time for the following counties: San Miguel, New Mexico. The National Weather Service in Albuquerque has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for north central De Baca County in east central New Mexico, east central Guadalupe County and east central New Mexico until 6:30 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. At 5:52 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located 8 miles southeast of Puerto de Luna, or 15 miles southeast of Santa Rosa, moving northeast at 25 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include mainly rural
Is that Brett on the radio? Oh, no. No, I didn't have a problem with Brett until he made a nasty tweet about me about a week and a half ago. saying that I'm the most toxic piece of shit in the world. So that is definitely not Brett. Absolutely not.
The storm is capable of producing
Absolutely not.
damage and large hail.
No.
Accumulations of small hail on roads can create very slick and
Alright, so our severe thunderstorm warning, I thought they updated it, but they didn't. It still remains in effect for 1-inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds. However, these skid. Storm cell identification and tracking, the next RAD algorithm, says this could have up to 2-inch hail. It's got about an 80% chance of being at least severe. So I would say we've got like a 50% chance maybe of this having up to 2-inch hail in it. It is growing in size and strengthening, so this could produce larger hail than it is warned for very soon. Keeping a close eye on this. I'm also watching the one back off to the west by Client's Corners. It's got like a wall cloud north of Encino there, but it ain't anything too great. So, look at this road. This is one of the cool things about being out here. Like, it's literally the straightest road you've ever seen in your life. That's what's really cool about being out here. Like, the scenery is just freaking nuts. The scenery is nuts.
I'm highly debating going up to 209.
I have no idea where 209 is.
It's the main highway that runs south out of Tucumcari.
Why? Oh, yeah, I'm on 156. Guys, this is one of the prettiest drives once we get just a little farther to the east. It is so pretty. Just hold on. Just take my word for it. It's going to get really, really cool. And with this storm coming for some of the prettiest semi-mountainous, rugged terrain out here, like, we are probably setting ourselves up for one of the coolest photos I've ever taken in a long time.
All alert brightness, Wi-Fi off. Wi-Fi on.
That's why I'm so hell-bent on this 156 option. Just trust me, this is going to be really cool. Been out here many times, and it is just so freaking awesome. In about 10 miles or so, we're going to be in, like, prime position for this thing. This is a really, really cool storm, or a cool area, and I think we're going to have a cool photo storm or something, of something. I bet that thing is dumping a lot of hail. Like, maybe not big hail, but I bet it's dumping a lot of hail. Even, you know, sometimes just because you have what looks like a very dense hail core, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's hailing large stones. You can just have a lot of small hail, which can actually be just as dangerous, because you've got people that drive and they don't realize how, you know, it's like driving through a snowbank. It's very, well, it's ice. Obviously, you know, driving on ice is slippery, duh. So, I mean, that's pretty obvious, right? Just a lot of ranch land out here. There's not a whole lot out here, folks. It's very empty. It's a really, really quiet, comfortable place. Oh yeah, this thing is probably producing bigger than 1-inch hail. I would not be surprised. We'll see if the Weather Service updates the warning at all. I would not be surprised if they do.
and other loose materials.
We'll start to see some better storm structure on this here in about 10 minutes.
Yeah, I'm gonna go on up to Tucumcari and drop south on it. Try to get in line with it.
Alright. Yeah, this 156 is like super pretty. So I'm gonna take this and I'll probably end up running into you on 209 because that's my north-south option. Alright, I'm starting to get excited, people. God, this road's got more potholes in it than the frickin' surface of the moon. Jesus. Starting to get a little excited. This might be a really cool looking storm. Just gotta get in a better position here, which we will. God dang. Driving all over to get around these potholes. That was a puddle. Yeah, we're gonna get rained on here as we go through this forward flank or underneath this anvil, kind of, so. We'll get rained on, but then we're gonna be in the clear, so we'll have a nice clear shot of this thing shortly. I will tell you folks, on the off chance that this produces a tornado, and it's a very small chance, but if this actually produces a tornado, oh my god, it's gonna be the coolest thing we've ever seen. Holy shit. God, freaking water. See, to me, this is storm chasing. You know, who cares about these people that run around and scream at clouds and shit? Like, no, like, screw that. Like, this is what's cool. Like, we're out in the middle of nowhere. It's an adventure. Like, this is cool. A little wet, but it's only last a minute. I gotta drive right down the center of the dang road here. So like I said, it's like driving on the surface of the moon. Pay attention to the shoulders. Look at the terrible patchwork. Oh my god, there's grass growing through the road. Holy cow. Rough shape. Rough shape. Start getting a view out of this rain, I'll put you back on the roof. Starting to get a little bit of a glimpse of this storm. Kind of sort of see the base under there. it's going to be pretty. Once we start making that slight south turn on 156 in like 8 miles, 7 miles-ish, we're going to be good.
Back forward. Negative 29, showing valid on a grade 2015 actor.
And don't see any updates to the severe warning. Still looks like it could have some copious amounts of hail in it.
Have a good day.
Storm's moving kind of quick, too. It gets sped up a little bit.
How's your view over there?
Pretty good. Looks like they did issue that severe watch. Yep, severe thunderstorm watch until, what is it, 11? Surprised we have cell signal out here. Yeah, see how the terrain is changing up there? Yeah, it's kind of where we need to go. This is good. We're about to get into some really pretty terrain, guys. Like, this is seriously, like, I can't even describe how pretty it is. It looks better in person than on camera, though. Get through these curves. Here we go. Go through these like canyons and stuff. Now imagine if this thing was producing a tornado. Right there. Right over that ridge. Wouldn't that be cool? Right over there would be about perfect. Right here. Everything's fucking flying on the goddamn photo op. Stand by, picture time. Whoa, 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 don't hit me. Holy fuck. Jesus Christ. I don't know who the fucking A. I got all my rear lights on and he damn near fucking smoked me. Holy shit. God damn, people. You're why my insurance is so high. It's not a blind corner either. Everybody else slowed down. Oh, man, look at that. That's an even better photo. Shit. Screw the last one I took. God dang. God bless America. Son of a gun. Now I gotta freaking pick favorites. Son of a bitch. Stupid water drop needs to get off the lens. Try to blow that off of there. Sometimes you face the can. There we go. Gotta blow dry it. Wall cloud trying to condense. Look at that. Told you I knew what I was talking about with this road. Oh, Jesus. Christ in that fucking cracker. Right. God, you need to put a corner ahead sign on that. It's like a 15-mile-an-hour corner. We just took at 30. Wall cloud coming together. Shit, I got a bunch of people behind. I hate when I have people behind me and I'm just trying to sightsee. Alright, I'm gonna... Is this somebody... Guys. Go around. There you go. Sometimes I just like to kind of be in my own element out here. Social hour for another day. Alright, I want to put this photo together really quick. Let me throw this in Lightroom super quick. I don't like how purple looking that mountain ridge, whatever we want to call it is, looks in my photo, but I think that's actually kind of how it looked in real life. I can't do much about that. It kind of looked a little purple, the rocks did. Almost looks fake. Zach, this thing's getting a big wall cloud on it.
I'm almost to Tucum Carry.
Yeah, you're a ways east, aren't you?
Yeah. I'm gonna drop south on 209, I should be able to get completely out of the precip and have a direct view on it.
I'm gonna scrub off that camera lens up there. Yeah, big wall cloud, guys. This feature right here, that's a wall cloud. Alright, let me scrub off that camera. Should be way better now. It gets dirt on it and then the water doesn't run off because it's dirty. If that thing somehow produced a tornado right there, wouldn't it be nuts? It's not gonna, but it would be nuts. Guys, we picked the right storm. This is God, there's freaking moon craters in the freaking road again. This is why I wanted to go down this this route here. Just a fantastic shot. They're probably going to extend the warning. This is really rotating at all, but this has a massive ground scraping wall cloud. This is pretty incredible.
I'm really surprised they haven't re-warned it yet. It's pretty much out of the warning box.
I was just saying that they're gonna have to.
I mean, yeah, even with the newest radar scan, that helper looks huge.
I don't see a lot of coloration in there. It kind of makes me wonder if it's just got a bunch of little hail, but either way, I mean, they need to extend that polygon, because they did up it to 1.25 inches, which makes sense. But I will tell you right now, though, if this thing plants a tornado, I'm going to see it. It's going to be the coolest thing I've ever seen.
I hope it does, but I hope it holds off for about 15 more minutes.
Oh, it's going to take him longer than 15 minutes. Zach needs to floor it. See this ridge right here? We're going to go up on top of that and get a hell of a view. See, I know this area so well, just from being out here so much. It's kind of almost like a home field advantage, even though it's not home field. This is just incredible. I love it out here. This is what storm chasing is supposed to be. You know, going out in the middle of nowhere and finding something like this. Screw all that other stuff. Wow. How about a photo? Is there a... Okay, no, there's a very convincing rain shaft in there, and I'm like, there's no way that's a tornado. It's not. It's a rain shaft. Alright, I need a photo of this. This is nuts. Before everybody else shows up. Because they're all behind me. They're coming. Yeah, we gotta move though. We're about to get rained out. Fantastic looking storm. They rewarned it, by the way. 60 mile an hour winds, half-inch hail. Pulling over again. Oh, please go around. Thank you. Jesus Christ. Freaking mosquitoes. God damn it, I hate this time of year because of stupid mosquitoes. Storm chasing is a scam. Okay, well, go screw yourself. Go down to gravel for a minute. Is it like this the rest of the... No, it's paved. I don't remember this being gravel. that. Alright, I have to photograph this. I have to. Holy shit. Oh my god, I just got the coolest video. We're looking down. Guys, I wanted to come in and grab the camera so bad, but I just couldn't. I didn't have time. I had to get the video. We were looking down at the rain coming across. Oh my god, it is so cool. I will show you as soon as I can. It's so cool.
Fire up at it for us.
Oh, this is great. Alright, we'll reposition out ahead of this and get another good look at it. It's not going to take much.
Check.
I have visual on your walkout. I think it's huge.
Thank you. Just trying to make sure I'm getting out. I'm not hearing any traffic much.
Should be getting signal back here now. Should be getting signal back. Gotta blow dry you here. Alright guys, we are repositioning. We're gonna get in a better spot. Oh my god, wait till you see the video. Driving down the wrong side of the road here, so there's a bunch of cars pulled over. We're gonna get a really awesome view of this here. to play back through the uploader here. So you can hear some background noise. It has to play back to render here. Half driving down the wrong side of the road because this road is just full of freaking potholes. Alright, so we're going to turn west up here in a minute. And that's going to give us a real nice view. I told you this was going to be awesome. What a view. We got so lucky with this. Alright, here's our west turn. So this is gonna give us gonna get us put out back in front of it again. Which is what we want. Storm. It should be uploaded to Twitter here in a minute. It's kind of slow. It's uploaded if you guys want to go see it. You really need to go look at that video. I just uploaded it to our Twitter page. It's nuts. You gotta watch the whole thing. Just trust me. It's worth it.
I-40 West up to 250. It's going to be in reference to a two-vehicle car crash be advised, no injuries at this time. We have an RP stating that a white truck ran into her, I believe from behind. RP stating she does not need a 46, but is requesting a report to be taken. Just for your 49, RP will be a Chinese Mandarin speaking individual.
We'll have visual of this again. I mean, we're just a little far south of it here. In about 10 miles, we'll be going north. We're going to be right in its path again. Bunch of baby cows over there. Still have that wall cloud in there. Well, I think we picked the right storm in the right road. We're going to bring Zach's live stream in real quick just to see what he's got going on. He's a little bit to our northeast. Not far, maybe like 15 miles northeast. He's on the same storm, different perspective though, if it loads. Been having some issues getting it to load. Oh, it's loading. So if you guys want to watch Zach's live stream, he's part of Project Weather Eye. You can go to projectweathерeye.com and scroll down, and at the bottom of the page you will see a link to Zach's website. So we'll put his split screen up there for a minute. I would recommend going over and checking out his YouTube channel as well. He puts a lot of work into this project also.
Pretty rough though, Brett, but yeah, I do got you. WRG 930. Look, you were calling out for somebody there, so stand by. WRG 930.
a storm, guys. I told you today might either be crap or really good. It turned out to be really good. What a day to be out. Starting to get a better view of this. You can tell there. Starting to see more structure. Looks a little bit cleaner. Not doing bad here. This road is rough, though, I tell you what. It'd be cool to live out here. Definitely looks like it's still got a wall cloud up in there. We're like 3 miles from turning north, and then it'll be the home stretch. Thunderstorm warning for this thing still, now it's for golf ball size hail, so they've upped the hail. Reasonably so. this one of our northward turns coming up here. We go north and then east and then north. It's kind of a dogleg thing.
See traffic. This net will make every effort possible to assist you or release the channel to you. This is a directed net. All communication through net control. This net will open with a call for questions. If you have a question for the net, please come with your call sign and wait for net control to call on you. Your question. Please respond with your full call sign and wait for net control to call on you for your answer or comment. Remember, this is a technical question and answer session. And before we get started, is there any announcements or anything anybody wants to share with the group? We can get started here. Go ahead and come with your call sign.
What a storm.
Go ahead and come in with your call sign and
Good thing we're chasing today, that's for sure. Never right off New Mexico.
Understanding it's going to be actually on the interstate.
About to turn north again.
WRG 930. We'll let you go first there, and then I have WSAP 871. I'll get with you, Rich, right when we're done with Andy. Go ahead, Andy.
Alright, this is our north turn.
Alright, I'm going to throw out a question about handheld antennas, and I know
Man, you really got to appreciate days like this, folks. It is nice contrast, isn't it? This is a really good time of day because the sun is behind it, but the sun's not so low, because when the sun gets really low, like below the base of the storm, it just blows out the camera. It's hard to get a nice shot. It's nice because it's still kind of behind the storm a little bit. So this is 209, going to our Tucum carry. This is going to be an epic shot. We are incredibly lucky right now.
We need to deploy our hail catchers. Okay. What about some ice back there? Yeah. Well, we need to hook up a hammock thing on your truck so we can... That'd be funny.
Sounds like Greg. I hope that's Greg. I haven't heard Greg for a while. Oh my god. I have to take a picture. This is freaking nuts. Holy shit.
They got bigger as the cord did. Okay. Are we gonna make it into the core all right? Yeah, maybe. You want me to book it? Yeah, we'll go 70.
70, that's cute. I remember my first time.
We're gonna be out of this rain in about a mile and a half, and then then we'll get the next one. Okay. Unless it speeds up, we should be fine. Okay. Yeah, we're almost out of this rain. The whole thing's connected into one big piece. Yes, it is. Well, core punch should be fun. To test out your windshield, your sunroof. Yeah, we're gonna. About as equidistant from this to the storm as the hail core is, so we're going faster. We should skirt it. Okay. We should be almost out of the rain now. The heavier rain. And we're almost out of it. Should be able to see some structure pretty soon. Yeah, maybe. That's good, no lights. Yeah, there's our little bit of structure. Oh, it's beautiful. It's glorious. At least you know where the hail is. Yeah. VK2 FSIV. What's up? Hey, what's up, Daniel? We're gonna play in the hail. Only 3.5 inch. VK2 FSIV to your south. I'm not sure where you guys are, but got a great view here. We're actually heading your way. We're going south on the highway. We're south on 209. North of you. Over. I can see the core now. You see it, Jeremy? I see it. I may intercept it. Should be able to.
Look at this? Look it. So cool.
Parkland. Fine.
All bright voice Wi-Fi on. Wi-Fi off.
I'm going north on 209 now. I've been pulled over for a bit.
Do you see that farther east, northeast cell? That's not too far from the Texas state line.
Yeah, the one that I can't get to. Go figure.
Well, I don't think I'm very far from you. I'm wondering if we can't shoot east on 209 and go north on 214 into Texas and get back to 40. That should put us in front of that.
I'm not going to turn around at this point, but maybe. I might actually sneak in front of this hail core, actually, and try to get to 40. If we can't beat this hail core, we'll just go back the other way, but I think we're alright. Wow. About to get absolutely hosed. How far north of me do you think you are? And are you getting cored?
You passed me about 30 seconds ago.
Okay. Big hail's hanging back a little bit to the west. I might just touch this, honestly, because it's got a couple of miles here. I really don't want to go all the way around on 209.
turning around, I'm gonna go for it.
If it's gonna get big, I'm just gonna flip around and take 209. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Honestly, it might even be the better route to take 209.
Yeah, it definitely shrunk. Yeah, didn't it? So, down to 2 inches, it says. I'm going to go to Quinto Road 49.3. Copy. That's a weird thing, 49.3. What kind of road is that? No idea. 49 and a third.
Guys, the reason I went south is because I couldn't get a freaking signal in there and I wasn't dealing with it. I didn't find any hail in there at all. Like, at all.
I went from 3 to almost 4 to 2 now.
Just take the south route. So that's actually going to get us a view of this storm a little bit better here.
There's nothing there. I'm gonna keep going north. I see the core. It's still kind of north of me. I'm going to go to Quail Road 50.4. Copy. I'm heading back north towards you since there's no big hail for me to worry about. Yeah, and I think at this point, I'll tell you how big it is when I get there. I'd love to test out your hood window. Yeah.
Still got a nice view down here.
There's definitely hail, I just don't know how big it is. It is a quarter mile, 2 mile west. Never mind, it's right next to me. Alright, back in you. Oh, it's a nice area too, there's like a, it's like a, I don't know, pull-out area. Okay.
You're only maybe a mile or two north of me.
I just saw a 1-inch one so far.
Man, what a nice looking storm. Look at that. We're going to be going east in a minute. So we'll be tracking right alongside it.
I got my helmet and my protective gear.
Getting some hail here, but it doesn't look much more than pea size.
I don't see anything bigger than an inch. Yeah. It's still a lot of rain.
This has been the best storm I've seen in a long time. Put some clips out of the car. There's some clips on. Hold on, our connection is crap right now. I did put some clips of that on the public Snapchat profile. God, can we just get a freaking connection here? Yes. If you go to seethestorm.net, our website, and you'll find a link to our public Snapchat page. I put some of those clips on there. It's kind of neat.
It's some here now, but it's not very big.
Dude, you're totally driving it. I want to see how your sunroof is.
I'm in it.
Yeah, this is the perfect size to test.
Yeah, but I don't think even this size would break my sunroof normally.
Get a little bigger. Numbers just like 3/4 inch mostly now. Yep. Nice thing is right after it's done, it pretty much just passes us. I'll collect some samples.
Hard hail.
Coming out pretty good.
way.
And back up the hill.
Collecting it. Brave. Fortunately, I think that was it. It wasn't very big. Yeah, I still got some down here. Okay. Right where it said 2H, but I didn't see any 2H come down. I drift a little north.
Well, we're not necessarily done yet, guys. Take 209 all the way into Texas here. Man, this was something else. See, I told you. Remember when we started? I told you just never give up on New Mexico. Just never give up. I've never had a bad time in New Mexico except that one time where nothing happened. I was pretty pissed off, but aside from that. New Mexico's only disappointed me once. There's actually a fair bit of structure there to look at. Very nice looking storm. Once we get a little bit farther to the east, I think we're going to have a better view. It'll be a little bit cleaner looking. We won't have so much haze. So we might not be done here, folks. I don't think we're done. What a day. Well, welcome to everybody who's new. Tomorrow we've got more storms, probably down by Lubbock, by the looks of it. God dang. I'm telling you, folks. These, when you get supercells over pretty terrain, it doesn't disappoint. So if you go look at our Facebook page, which you guys should go follow us on Facebook anyway, but if you look at our Facebook page, I posted a photo from a New Mexico storm a couple of years ago and kind of made the reference that, you know, storms are always pretty out here, and you should go look at it because it goes right with what we just saw. But there's a lot of abandoned homes and buildings and like abandoned ranches and stuff out in New Mexico, eastern New Mexico. I don't know what it is about eastern New Mexico, but eastern New Mexico and like southeastern Colorado, there's abandoned ranches and abandoned homes just all over the place. Some of them are recently abandoned too, because like you can tell, like some of them that are abandoned have a DirecTV satellite dish on there, which I know people had DirecTV like, you know, 20 years ago still, but DirecTV, you know, when you think of an abandoned home or something, you think, you know, it's 50 years old, 50 years abandoned. Well, there's like DirecTV satellite dishes and stuff on some of these, so you know that they're not that terribly old and abandoned. You know, they might have been abandoned 15 years ago, but still, that's pretty recent when you're talking in the terms of just abandoning something. But people just kind of up and leave a lot of the stuff out here. And it's really neat because you can get some cool shots of abandoned homes and stuff. I always like kind of going exploring out here. Just, it's really neat. There's a lot of history and stuff out here. Israeli drone hovering above Gaza Flota Medine. 12 crew in the ship, including climate activist Greta Thunberg, carrying humanitarian aid to siege of Gaza. Dude, I don't even know if I can point to Israel on a map. Sorry. Next. Doesn't exactly fit the room here. You guys got to remember who you're talking to here. Okay, I grew up in a rural community on a farm in Wisconsin. I've been out of this country twice. One of those times was legally. The other time, I don't know what the statute of limitations are. We'll talk about it later. But I've been to Canada and Mexico legally to one of those two countries. I'll check on the statute of limitations and let you know when it's story time. You really think that I can point to some of these places on a map? No. Thanks, Patrick. Jesus is from Pennsylvania. Good to know. I know where Pennsylvania is.
Where are you talking to Bob? Oh, okay.
Yeah, so this is by far the best storm we've had in several days. By far.
Continue on New Mexico 209 south for 16 miles.
This takes me through Hereford. The storm is kind of crapping out a little bit.
I'm glad we didn't go I-40. It looks like it's at a standstill because of the heavy precip.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering about that too. I've got like an hour and a half to Amarillo, which ain't too bad. So I think this thing's crapping out.
I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to push it further. Then I'm going to go north on 214 towards 40. And I'm going to play with it for a little bit.
All right, I'm taking this all the way to Hereford.
Zero's HRR's out. Or I was kind of looking like Amarillo. Or correction, looking like Midland. And you're going to be driving from Amarillo. Oh, it doesn't seem like a too bad of a drive, but.
No, it's not. It's definitely farther south now. I agree.
It seems like it's changing the positioning of that boundary. Yeah, I'm liking what I'm seeing though. Lots of supersauce tomorrow. Oh, some north of the boundary and then some trying to interact with it. Looks really good. And maybe a New Mexico target as well. I don't know a lot.
Yeah, tomorrow's still looking like it's going to be farther south, like Lubbock, maybe south of there as well. So, it was originally looking like it was going to be north of Amarillo in the North Texas Panhandle, but now it's definitely looking, it's still continuing to look like it's farther south, so that's good. Well, I mean, I guess it's not good or bad, but it's good that it still looks like a good chase day, you know, it didn't crap the bed on us yet. I'm sure it's coming. Starting to get a little bit dark out. Are we still in mountain time? Yeah, we're still in mountain time. So it's 7:43 mountain, 7:40 or 8:43 central. So we're definitely due for it to be getting dark. Got very fortunate today. Glad we picked that storm and not the ones farther west, because the ones farther west didn't do anything close to like that. Very happy we didn't pick that crap out to the west. It's a good thing we turned around. This is Grady, I think. Yeah, this is Grady. Tiny little town north of Clovis. We're about, what, 20, 25 miles north of Clovis. shot. Hold on, we got Slowpoke Sally here. Alright, yeah, passing zone, we're good. We'll keep the live stream going for a little while here, folks. I'm still watching that cluster of storms off to the north. I'm not really super interested in it, but I'm definitely watching it. Sure. Yeah, I guess that is correct. All right, I was doubting it for a minute.
Continue for 47 miles.
Yeah, this is a really cool part of the country. Maybe not for folks that, like, if you grow up in an area where there's nothing, you know, and it's just very wide open, very sparse, like this is just another day for you, I get it. But for somebody like me, like people, especially folks that grew up east of I-27. I know I-27 only runs Amarillo to Lubbock, but if it actually ran fully north-south, you know, if you grew up east of that line, you know, where there's a Dollar General and a Walmart every 16 miles, it's weird being out here where it's wide open. It's nice. It's just weird. It's different. I like it. It's very peaceful. You know? that storm up to the north is definitely outrunning its severe thunderstorm warning polygon. That's kind of good because it makes me less tempted to go up there after it. I tell you what, though, we could remember when we were in house, when we saw that really cool storm, when we were in the middle of the mountains, the middle of nowhere. That was house, which I guess at one point was probably a town, but sure as hell ain't no more. Nothing there, literally nothing. At some point there must have been, but when we were over there, there's another storm headed right for it. We almost should have just stayed, but I had no way of knowing that, obviously. Folks, I'm gonna go back to front facing. Maybe try it again. Come on. Yeah, we didn't bother with a Project Weather Eye deployment today because we were in areas where there was just no cell signal. Like, it wouldn't have worked. A lot of wind farms out here. We are like 1 mile from Texas, by the way. Like a mile or two from the Texas line. Yeah, we're back on the plain or the flat plains now, where it's just absolutely flat. I mean, there's not a like, I don't know exactly how far I could see to the horizon out here, but it's got to be basically as far as humanly possible. There's not a single hill out here. All right, and here's the Texas line right here. Watch out, bird. Jesus.
Welcome to Texas.
All right, folks. Well, we might that might be getting close to about it for us. This was a good day, though.
Well, I was interested until it completely lost its severe warning. Now I'm not so much.
Yeah, this whole thing kind of took a crap. We did good today, though. Got the right storm.
Oh, for sure. We definitely got the most photogenic one.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
New Mexico never disappoints.
Oh, yes, it does.
Yeah, it's never disappointed me except for that one time. And you were there.
This is the first time I've ever been in New Mexico and had something worth looking at.
Well, congratulations. Every time I've been here, it's been great, except for that one time you showed up 2 years ago. I know that was like the crappiest day of my life. Nothing happened.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Alright guys, so that's going to be about it.
Is there a herd of cars behind you?
No, but there's a small herd of cars ahead of me.
Okay.
Folks, appreciate all of your super chats, channel memberships, PayPal contributions, all that stuff. I will review all that when the stream is over and make sure I read all your super chats and stuff. Thanks for supporting the channel, folks. This was actually a lot of fun. So we'll do it all over again tomorrow from somewhere else. Really appreciate everybody riding along, and that's probably about it. I don't know what else to do, so I think I'm out of here, guys. You can find our Discord server at seethestorm.net. Don't forget to check out projectweathereye.com for our social media pages. Especially, go follow us on Facebook, by the way. We're really trying to get that work
I'm
built
not
up.
so much interested in going north anymore, but I may stop up here and just try to watch some of this lightning.
And we will see you folks again on the next one here.